Namaste, Scorpio. This is your reading through the 15th of September, beginning with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, a card that says, don't take the easy way out. Don't settle for the simplest solution. Do your very best. Put your effort in. Go after what you truly want, who you truly want. You know, sometimes we take the easy way out in terms of our work, living conditions. We just settle. Relationships, for sure. We just settle. This card says that if you don't settle, if you put that extra effort in toward really going after your legitimate desires, you won't be sorry that you did. Let's see what's behind it. All right. So a new opportunity to do that. Maybe if you missed one in the past, or maybe it's your first shot, going after that thing, that dream that you want. You're going to get a chance to get it. This is also a card about positive messages that you may be receiving in the very near future, maybe over this period of the 15th, and or something going on that was significant, or a person that's significant in your life that's maybe a fire sign, perhaps younger than you, or a youthful kind of person, adventurous and fun-loving if they are older, or somebody that looks young for their age maybe, or an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone like into those traits or attributes. So you have the ability to do whatever you want, to manifest your dreams, to make, you know, those things your reality, the things you fantasize about, the people the relationships you fantasize about, your reality, but you're not giving it your all yet. This is what the Magician says. Also, something in your life may involve a Gemini, or a Gemini may be particularly significant to you as well. Yeah, they really may. With the Knight of Swords also. Immediately behind this, an upright, which is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone like into those traits or attributes. Knight of Swords, an indication that somebody has a decision to make. So you're either needing to make a decision, or you're awaiting one, maybe involving an air sign, perhaps specifically a Gemini. Maybe that's your best choice. Also, in terms of love and relationship, the Knight of Swords can be about being swept off your feet, believe it or not, even though it's like this swords energy that doesn't seem very sexy, but it sure is about that. You might be wanting to return to somebody from whom you've taken a break, or maybe you've taken a break from love and relationships, or, you know, even friendships maybe, in general. And you're ready to get back in the game, maybe because of some hurt. These three swords standing up here in the Four of Swords in reverse. It's an indication of some sort of pain, betrayal, separation, perhaps. Lies, maybe, because one sword is like, you know, like ace, like justice. Whoa. Not even I could have guessed that. I promise you. I had no idea this was behind here. Queen of Cups in reverse is most directly a Scorpio, but perhaps a Pisces or Cancer, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. At your job, she's somebody who used to be really cool, and now she's turned into like a bitch. This could also be an indication of just the way you're feeling, maybe because of that hurt, or had been feeling, or sensing that you made someone feel, maybe because you took a break from them. Maybe you ghosted somebody ghosted you. I think more likely you ghosted somebody based on the way the cards fell. But this is your energy most directly right here, this Queen of Cups in reverse. So now you're all turned upside down. And there's an opportunity, a brand new opportunity that is waiting for you. You just got to make it through. You got to put that effort in first. You got to take action. Wands are about action. So the second card we looked at was that Page of Wands, and that's an indication you're going to be presented with a choice. And are you going to take the easy way out? Or are you going to, you know, really put the effort in for, again, that job, that friendship, that romantic relationship, that living situation or condition that you want? If you're feeling stuck, remember, it's just a feeling, and it's temporary, and you have all the ability to get yourself out, going back all the way to the Magician. Flip him over. Use all the tools that he has at hand, and you'll be able to do something. Normally, I don't look at that many cards. I look at like the next card to see if it's also in the same direction as the card with which I began. I have no idea what made me do all that just now, but that was somebody's story, I think. And again, you know, maybe they're agreeing with me now watching that they can free themselves from whatever that situation is in which they were stuck. The devil represents the sign of Capricorn most directly. Here's your energy again. But again, that queen was really Scorpio. In the tarot, the queen is the fixed sign of a given element. And of course, the fixed sign of the element of water is indeed yours, Scorpio. But the Knight of Cups is also perhaps your energy, or that of a Cancer or Pisces, or someone like into those traits or attributes. Maybe some of you are dealing with other water signs or have other water signs that are significant in your life. Knight of Cups, also a card about being swept off one's feet, deepening of commitments, new relationships, all of those things, if it has to do with love, which it often does. And now opposite, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse again indicates a delay. What's the delay? You're the holdup. And when you make a decision, when you decide to give something your all, then you can free yourself from the situation. And maybe it'll lead to something, again, involving a Gemini. Or perhaps another water sign. But Major Arcana card 2, the High Priestess, is in fact most directly a Gemini. And the goddess Isis that's on the front. Here's the Eight of Pentacles, indicating you need to do the work. Where you do the work, where you put your effort, is from where you get your outcome. I'll do one more. And we've kind of come all the way around. We're back to the Knight of Swords now. So again, a decision that has to be made. You make the decision, you can free yourself. Or you make a decision to free yourself. Like an affirmation. There's a lot of air and water relationships and stuff going on right now. Or resurging from the past as well. That brings us to the 10 of Cups in reverse as your new overall energy. The card behind it is also in reverse. It's the 2 of Wands. So there is probably some sort of relationship that you're wanting to heal. Let me get the stands and we'll get into it deeper. But these two cards really do support, substantiate, reaffirm or reconfirm what I was saying a minute ago, and even that little story, that little scenario, because the 2 of Wands in reverse says that it reminds us to put things into perspective, first and foremost, and including our emotions, and to really be honest with ourselves about what we want, and the fact that sometimes the reality of a situation is not the same as what we see or feel or perceive. And sometimes in order to make a change, we have to take some sort of action, or we have to make a decision. We have to make a choice in order for things to happen, in order for us to be able to experience new things, and the things that we want. And sometimes we got to take a risk. And this 10 says that, like, our happiness, it was in reverse, right? Our happiness could be, or reason for happiness could be right under our nose, and we're potentially overlooking it. And we're not even realizing why we're not as happy as we could be, or why we don't seem to have all the things that we deserve. So it's about, like, opening your eyes and paying attention. And again, being willing to take risks and to pursue exactly what you want and go after it, and not settle for second best, unnecessarily. All right, so I'm going to pull one card. The reason I didn't do it while I was talking is because I want to explain what I'm doing. So I'm going to pull one card that most directly will represent you and your energy over the next 2 weeks through the 15th. The second card will be surrounding energy, so it can still be some of yours, close friends, family, romantic interests, or mate or spouse or whatever, maybe co-workers or something going on at the job. Then the third card is specifically work and finance, and the last card is love and relationship. So again, most directly representing you, the Devil's back. Major Arcana card 15. And your ruler, Pluto, is actually located in the sign of Capricorn right now, so that may be why. Or again, the fact that some of you guys are feeling stuck and need to make some changes, make some moves. Surrounding energy. is the Page of Pentacles. So again, you guys are connected right now to the energy of Capricorn. Could be something having to do with Virgo season 2, I suppose, or even maybe a Taurus that's significant in your life, possibly. So work and finances is directly you guys, water signs, the King of Cups in reverse. And lastly, love and relationship, the Five of Pentacles. Womp womp. All right, well, we'll make it do what it do, as they say. I hate when they make me like bounce around, because I want to start over here, but I'm hearing in my head, I just started hearing in my head this song called Second Class Love. I don't know if that's the name of it. I'm presuming that's the name of it because that's like the hook. Second Class Love. Don't give me no second class love. It's like by my overall all-time favorite dancehall artist, Buju Banton. And I think that was Carol, what's her name? Carol Rodriguez? Carol Gonzalez, I think her name was. Don't stop me to lying. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure. In any case, it's definitely Buju. And a lot of times he performs with Nancy Sutherland, but I'm pretty sure that this one is Carol Gonzalez. In any case, this Five of Pentacles, either you, Scorpio, giving somebody else second class love, and it's like you're not really interested in them, but you're going through the motions. Like I said, you're settling, or that's been or is being done to you. And that's probably what the Three of Swords are about. Like you're not, there's a good bit of you that are not with whom you want. So you're just feeling left out in the cold. You're just feeling like other people have good love, other people have good relationships, and you got this crappy one. You got this, or you don't have one at all and you want one. And that goes in line with these cards also, and what I was saying before. But of course, the Devil is about feelings of being trapped in a situation, stuck in a situation. So maybe that's why you feel like you have to maybe you feel like you have to settle. You don't have a choice to pull yourself out of that situation. That for whatever reason you're stuck there. Maybe because you did cause somebody pain. Maybe you did ghost somebody and you don't know how to return to them. Or maybe you were the one that was ghosted and you're still longing either to reconnect with this person or for some kind of closure, and you don't know how to reach out. If there is a way, because I'm just getting the sense that there is a way for whatever your situation is. And again, for some of you, it's going to be tied to work. For some of you, it's going to be tied to relationships, romantic ones. For some, maybe friendships or familiar relationships, or your living condition was another one that was coming up. But the theme from the gate has been that there is something that you're able to do in order to change it. But you have to put your effort in order to make that happen. So if it's a matter of contacting a friend and saying, yo, hook me up, like, well, you still talk to him or you still talk to her, give him my number, tell him to call me, tell him I missed him, or whatever. Like, try to start the content, or invite us out, or set up a date, or whatever. If there's a way, something in your ability, or maybe it's a matter of opening up your phone book. Well, I don't know, maybe y'all don't have phone books. We used to have phone books when I was younger. Now you just have contacts on your phone, right? So maybe there's a way to, I don't know, go through your phone and just put it on the line and take a risk. Take a risk. Like the Two of Wands in reverse and Ten of Cups in reverse suggests that you need to take a risk, take a chance, put some faith in action out there. Make a call, send a text, type an email, something. The Devil is the card most directly representing you, and it does say no matter what your situation is, you always have options to choose from, and you shouldn't allow other people to tell you that your options are limited or to make you feel that way. Like that sometimes other people impose this upon us, this sense of us being stuck or trapped. Like, well, you don't have a choice. Don't tell me I don't have a choice. Don't tell me I don't have a choice. I have a choice. I can do this. I can do that. Oh, people try to, especially if their life isn't going good. Misery loves company. They try to downplay your way out so that you stay down with them, or they'll try to ruin your opportunities for a job that means you may be leaving them behind, or to go off to school or to be in a relationship that you wanted. Then misery loves company. So it's important when the devil shows up not to let anybody else sort of encroach upon you either. And it's just remembering, trying to help, make sure that you remember that you can always free yourself from whatever restrictions are holding you back. And look at the Black Panther, right? Nobody even knew that he had serious cancer, like stage 3 cancer when he did a lot of his work. And then stage 4 cancer for the past couple years. And he was still going to visit other people that had cancer, especially children, and doing all these amazing things. When they say like there's no excuses, now we're really going to be like out of excuses. Like even through your pain, sometimes sickness, or mild depression, as Michelle Obama called it, and stuff like that. I think more and more of us are going to be deciding to push through these things after having that example. The bar's been set really high, So, you may have a sense that you're not like in control of your own life right now, that other things and energies and people maybe are. And sometimes, it's because they give us that feeling. And sometimes that's a result of our own actions and decisions, or a result of our inaction because we didn't take action. We feel like we just let the chips fall where they may. But by taking action now, like it's not too late. You can make changes in your life. You can make changes. All right. So let's begin for you guys with the choice. You each have something about which you have to make a choice. Moving on to surrounding energy, the Page of Pentacles is really a positive energy to that. It's and supportive. So I'm really glad that it showed up. Maybe to help you with this, because it's about getting like annoying work and tedious work accomplished. Earth signs are so committed and dedicated when they set their mind to something. I mean, they can be lazy and good for nothing like everybody else, right? But when they set their mind to something and they make a plan, especially Capricorn, actually, they're considered the workhorse of the zodiac. They tend to see things through. And in the tarot, the Knight of Pentacles, for example, is the only one of the 4 knights that always reaches his goal. He always, sees it through. So that's why this is a really positive energy to have shown up for you, because if you do decide I'm making a choice and I'm going to take this action or that action, and here's how I'm going to do it. I'm making this plan and I'm going to stick to it. If it takes me, forever, I'm going to get through this. Then that you'll take on that sort of I'm dedicated, I'm committed, even if it has to be slow. Again, slow and steady wins the race. I'll be slow and I'll be consistent and I'll get to the end. I'll get out of this. Particularly for those of you for whom this doesn't have anything to do with love and relationships, it may be tied to work, because of course Pentacles can be about money, finances, material, as can Devil energy. Again, it's representative of the sign of Capricorn. You got Pentacles at the end there too. And you got this King of Cups in reverse, and you had a Queen of Cups in reverse before I shuffled. And I remember mentioning to you, out of all the different aspects of hers that I could have talked about, I remember saying that if she's at work, she probably used to be nice and now she's a bitch. Well, similarly, in work and finance, the King of Cups in reverse is probably a male or masculine energy at your office or wherever you work. Hopefully not you. That is probably like on the brink of some sort of emotional outburst at the job. And even if it's toward you, the card asks that you not take it personally. And it's probably something that needed to come out. The way it comes out is probably inappropriate. Again, it's in the form of an outburst at work from a man, no less. And, there's different stigma to men being emotional. And there's stigma to there being a time and place for different things, and work probably not being the place for anybody to have an emotional outburst. But it could be something that helps you. For others of you, and more specifically about finances than work itself, this king falls in line with what I've been talking about in terms of the risk and everything, because he's somebody who is prepared to like risk everything, including, his money. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember like the Jodeci song, "Take My Money, My House, and My Car." From one hit of you can have it all. What was that? Fiendin', I think it was. You Got Me Fiendin'. But it's that kind of thing. It's like in order to pursue a dream, he's all in. He's all in. And there's nothing wrong with this, provided that you have a solid plan. How can you have a solid plan? Making use of this Page of Pentacles energy. That's why that's super positive to have shown up for you. But it's definitely involving a plan. It's not like a get rich quick scheme or, spinning or putting your rent down on the crap table. And lastly, with the Five of Pentacles and love and relationship, aside from what I've said already, I mean, it's about not... it's an indication that, first and foremost, you're probably not as happy as you could be in a love relationship or as a single person. And it's possible that you have your eye on somebody, or you're involved with somebody who's not treating you the way that they should. Or again, like I said, perhaps you're doing that to another person. Usually it's somebody doing it to you, but I don't know, since the beginning... And when I went through the cards before I shuffled, as you guys know, I had a sense of maybe you guys some of you having like ghosted someone or something. And like I said, I ended up with that song in my head. The second class love is sort of this, like somebody's not treating you the way that they should, or you're not treating someone the way that you should. Don't give me that second class love. Whatever you're doing is not good enough. It cuts like a knife. If you don't want me, stay out of my life. I don't remember all the lyrics, but that's the hook. Let's see what the other cards say. I'm going to pull out the other decks now. They're right here. I got them prepared too. And this is, we're starting with the Six of Wands, which is another card of success. Like I said, if you do go after what you want, if you do your best work and put your best effort forth, you will be successful. Six of Wands, victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. The King of Cups, your energy, is also upright immediately behind it. He is warm-hearted, devoted, loving, and faithful. A trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. The next card is the High Priestess in reverse, which we also just saw a few moments ago. Again, perhaps a Gemini or a water sign like yourself. This is a time to pause and to reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine sight. So it's saying to use your intuition, use your smarts, your intellect. There's another Five of Pentacles here that I've just opened to, where I'm laying the King of Cups atop. So it's kind of funny. King of Cups, Five of Pentacles. King of Cups, Five of Pentacles. And like pay attention to your gut feelings and just like what your body's telling you in order to make your decisions and choices. And the High Priestess, the thing about her is when she does make a decision, because she doesn't want anybody to mess it up. Like I was saying, don't let other people tell you that your choices are limited or something that you want to set out to do isn't going to work or something. She won't even tell other people what she's doing because, she doesn't have time for that. Like that kind of, the people's throwing like salt on her plans and stuff. After she's successful, then she'll share it with you. Like, well, I did this or I did that. It may be if she wants. Sometimes she won't even do it then. And Geminis are like that in general too. Like there's a lot of stuff that people have no idea. We're just very behind the scenes and quiet and like not necessarily taking credit for what we do. I know that there's a very famous Gemini that's completely opposite of that. I think it's his Leo moon or rising that he has. that guides that, and that's the president, right? He takes credit for stuff even that he didn't do. Anyway, overall energy, major arcana card 14, balance, which is actually temperance in the traditional tarot. It can be about balance, making sure that there's an even balance. It's also about restoration and recovery and being made whole again, or to feel whole again. Where something was lost or where something was lacking, it's being filled in, it's being replaced. You're not going to miss it anymore. Also, this card is about collaboration and negotiation and compromise so that we can work our way through our differences and stuff. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. And there's another 5 behind it. I was noticing that this is a 5, and you have that 5 there, and we just saw the other 5 of Pentacles. 14 equals 5. There's another 5 here behind it, the 5 of Swords. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. This could have something to do with the hurt that we saw, the separation, a ghosting, maybe talking about somebody, like gossiping, like undermining somebody's integrity, hurting their reputation or name, or believing something that somebody else said that wasn't right, just following the crowd. Another magician for you guys. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. All right, and the next card is in reverse. It's the 3 of Cups. So your advice, 1 card from each deck for each archetype. So this is masculine, this is feminine. And now we'll find one from the other deck. Here's the masculines. Here's the feminines. So further advice to the masculine, the 6 of Swords now. Things are looking up. It's the end of a difficult situation. So whatever that was, whether it was hurt, betrayal, ghosting, separation, whatever, a break we said we needed, or they said they needed, and we never returned from, or they never returned from, whatever. The worst is behind you. The best is in front of you. And for some, you may even be taking an actual trip or vacation, travel, maybe to visit someone or them to visit you. For the feminine, the 6 of Wands with which we started. It is back for you. Victory. Good news, it's on its way. Public recognition or award. So maybe if somebody did like sully your name or something, again, undermine your integrity, your reputation or something, that could be being corrected as publicly as it was done, when it was negative against you. This is also speaking potentially of positive things. It's, just news coming in your life, maybe with regard to your work or some of the other situations that we described before, relationships, living conditions, things like that. Things that you've been working toward. Again, where you put your best effort and don't settle. Don't try to take the easy way out. You're going to be successful. And masculine for you guys, it's the 3rd magician of the night. There is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. This is about, believing in yourself, being confident, or, taking your life by the reins and knowing that you have full control, you have choices, you have options, and you have power. You are empowered. We can do this thing called manifestation, where we focus on something and we put faith behind it and belief that we can make it come true and we can make it happen if we remain positive and we remain focused on it and we bring the intention toward us. That thing called the law of attraction, and then boom, we have it. And that's what the magician says you can do. Again, also, a Gemini may be particularly significant in your life. And lastly, it's the 6 of Cups. The feminine got 2 6s. 6s are about love, equity, equality. And the 6 of Cups is often about something maybe involving children. Could be our children. Could be ourselves as children. Maybe with our siblings. Something having to do with our parents. It's a soulmate card in the tarot also. Things being that we're revisiting from our past. But for the most part, it is positive as long as we don't get stuck in that energy. Like we don't get stuck in the past and saying, I wish I was back then. I have nothing to look forward to. That's putting you in a position where you're potentially manifesting negativity, because those words, they take on energy. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to draw that back because I wasn't speaking about myself, universe. I know that the best is, I'm living my best life right now, and it's just going to continue to get better, better, better. That's how I talk about. That's the kind of words I put over my life. The loving care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed. Restoration, recovery, being made to feel whole. Or possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. Yes, you can make them a reality now. This can also be an indication of someone's ex returning. Hope you guys have enjoyed your bi-weekly reading. I will be back for you again in 2 weeks. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet a subscriber, please consider becoming one by hitting both the subscribe button and the bell button. And if you comment, I try to respond to each and every comment that YouTube allows me to see. They don't put it in some sort of spam thing. I try to reply to everyone, and I appreciate the shares and all that kind of stuff too. Namaste.